Alright guys, we are back with another amazing recipe. These pitas are just to die for. I love to have them with olives, and I'm going to drop the recipe right now. Get ready for it. So as with anything with baking, you want to start with your yeast. Dry yeast works perfectly, and you're just going to dissolve yeast with some sugar and some warm water, and you want to mix it up. And this is just me trying to get the temperature right. You want it to be warm but not too hot. Very important. So you mix that up and you're just going to put it aside, cover it with a towel so it stays cocooned, and then you just get ready with the rest of your dough. So I make these pitas with white flour mixed with wholemeal flour, whole wheat flour, and some salt. So I'm going to put the exact recipe in the caption. Of course, I'm checking in on my yeast mixture. It looks like it has bubbled and proofed perfectly. So you add that into your salt and your wheat or your wheat flour, and there is my olive oil. You have the proofed yeast. You give that a mix, and that is your dough. It's really that simple. You want to incorporate it, and this dough is actually quite sticky, so you do want to use lots of extra flour on a clean surface, and you might just need to kind of keep throwing flour on top of it while you're handling the dough, and that's just totally fine. Then you want to have a slightly greased bowl. I just use the same bowl. Pop your dough in there after giving it a very quick knead. Cover it really nicely, keep it nice and cozy, and let it rise for a good hour and a half. An hour would also probably work, but I would do an hour and a half. So then I'm just putting a little bit of olive oil in my hands just while I'm handling the dough. There's my princess toddling around. So like I said, sticky dough, and it remains sticky. So just don't be afraid to use lots of extra flour. It will just eat it all up and won't cause a problem. So anytime you're dealing with the dough, and those two trays are where I'm going to put the pitas before I cook them up. So then I'm breaking this dough up into just a bunch of pieces. I think this recipe yields 12 to 16 pitas. I have to double check and I will write it down. But you just want to cut them into relatively small pieces because they're quite substantial. So I'm going to show you my method for how to get nice, flat, round pitas. Basically, you just want to fold in all the sides. You flatten it with your palm, but also just fold in all the sides. Flip it around on the flour and then just flatten it with your palm. It's really fun and you get the hang of it. And this dough just forms immediately, so you don't want to handle it too much. Like, you really should only be dealing with one pita at a time for 10 seconds. So you definitely don't want to overhandle it. Lots of flour, like I said, fold in all those sides. Looks really cute and it looks like I know what I'm doing, but I just started making pitas like 3 weeks ago, and it's been the best 3 weeks of our lives. Everyone just loves them. They go very quickly, and they're just so darn popular in this house and outside of the house as well. You can also really keep them around for a long time. They freeze beautifully, and they'll stay nice for a couple of days if you just keep them from getting too much air exposure. And you can just, reheat them in the microwave in a towel for no more than 7 seconds, truly. And then pop them again, just, either in an air fryer or on a pan or something, just to get a little bit more crispy again, but you don't want to overdo it. So then this is how you cook them, guys. That is it. You just throw them on a pan. After they're bubbling up and after they seem a little browned on one side, you flip them, and you don't need to put anything on the pan. You don't want any oil, just a plain pan, and it works just perfectly. And you see that you just want them slightly browned, so however you most like them is how you should cook them. And you can feel here that it's puffed up. You can also just see it, and you can feel that the bottom gets a little bit hard, so you want to make sure you take them off before it gets too hard on the bottom. But look at these beautiful pitas. They are just absolutely perfect, and everyone loves them. And I love to have them with green olives, with some of the olive juice, our amazing olive oil, some chili, lots of chili actually, a little bit of lemon juice, and some salt, and that really truly is all you need, and it is just delicious. I hope that everyone gets to try these. You can have them for kebab night or anything else, really. Enjoy them, everyone.